As Thomas Fuller said, "He that plant trees, love others besides himself." This quote has been very inspirational because contextually it means something deeper. Nature and people should coexist as they cannot thrive without the other. My name is Abdullahi Bari, an environmental enthusiast and a conservationist. To start with, I have been very passionate about conservation. So joining ALE and finding out this module is part of my curriculum was very exciting because I've always been passionate about conservation. In our first class, we started by laying out some feedback sessions wherein the facilitator had incorporated our feedback, the student-led sessions, which has been very interactive. With that being said, this had made this course very interactive this year, and it has taught me the definition of conservation, which was very interesting because most of my peers we are having it wrong. They thought conservation was all about wildlife and animals, but then conservation, in our breakout room, we discussed conservation as a simple term is for people, and people is for conservation. Another thing that I was able to learn during this module is the fact that some of the pressing challenges that communities face in conservation. Let's take, for example, the Maasai people. Those people have been living in those areas for years, decades, but then all of a sudden, we want to take their inheritance away from them. Moreover, I've been able to learn which approach should we use to solve conservation challenges, and also how the international framework is working on implementation to address conservation challenges. Who are the key national players when it comes to conservation activities in our different societies? An example of one of the resources I went through was the evolution of biodiversity policy, their current gaps and future needs, which was done by Luis Santamaria and Pablo Mendez. They talked about how biodiversity has been the result of 30.5 billion years of evolution because of the diversification of species in their habitat that are free from extinction. With such a rich content in Canvas, I was able to go through the video in which the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Flora and Fauna, CITES, did for the World Wildlife Day. This video talked about how wildlife has been a key part of human history. As I stated earlier on, nature is for people and people is for nature. Regardless of whether we live in a wealthy or poor countries, our fate as humans are inextricably tied to those of other species. Together, our ecosystems supply with us basic services such as food, water, medicine, air, and so on and so forth. In Americas alone, the natural ecosystem provide humans with an estimated $24 trillion worth of ecosystem values every year, which is very equivalent to the region's entire gross domestic product. However, in this regard, a UN report found out that our natural resources is currently unprecedented as determined because of the activity of more than 7 billion people. Our system of farming, fishing, lodging, and mining are not sustainable. In answering the question in Canvas, we need to start practicing sustainable ways in wildlife conservation. We respect and protect wildlife. As cohabitat in our ecosystem, wildlife needs to thrive for us to thrive. Our wildlife is not an optional extra, but the basis upon which all of our livelihoods and progress depends. This was said in 2017 by the late Barnes Chambers, Executive Chair of the Convention on Migratory Species. Thank you.